Greetings, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. I want to start off this video by saying that what I'm about to say does not reflect everybody's thoughts. You know, for people who actually watch my videos and hear me try to be as objective as possible and try to give multiple perspectives to be as balanced as possible. People who just see titles of videos or maybe thumbnails and they just want to rage comment. Okay, you can do that, but you're going to miss a lot of points. Some people have told me that raids are the best thing to happen to the game ever. Better than Battlegrounds, better than Ascension, better than Crystal Shards, better than daily crystals times 2, better than daily specials. Now, I don't know if I agree with that, but I also can't comment on myself because not enough people in my alliance want to do raids, which honestly I'm okay with. But this particular perspective represents the portion of the community that wants to like raids, but just feels like it's too much of a cash grab for his alliance. And this is an opinion by my man, Foltzy24, longtime supporter of the channel. Great dude. So he sent over the following message. I'm sure you already know this, but the end of raids is garbage. You can't attack the last Ultron boss until all 3 lanes are cleared. For each lane not cleared, you take 3% direct damage per second. And if I hide my webcam, you can see you've got 2 link nodes plus the raids mission special swapper and the raids roll charges, blah, 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 blah. Also, if you get to Ultron first and can't attack him, you can't stockpile any of the 100% daily revives. You can only hold 2 in your inventory, and if you get another 2 the next day, they expire in your overflow within 24 hours. We are a top 25 Alliance Quest Alliance, and everyone hates raids. This is the worst piece of content released so far. Now again, this is his opinion. I've known people who spent 0 units, 0 revives outside of the free ones, and think it's the greatest MCOC level of theft they've ever done. To be able to use 0 units and get free chances at a fully formed Titan Crystal, or a 7-star Ultron, or a huge chunk of Tier 6 class Catalyst, and or fragments, they're all about it. And I think they should be. If you're an alliance where nobody has to use revives and gets to the boss, then that's just a great day. But for the people that aren't, this video is for you. If one team doesn't clear their raid lane, you cannot finish. It's impossible unless you buy endless amounts of 200 unit revives. If they don't make some changes, it will be hard to keep playing raids. You either have to move to an alliance who is dedicated to raids or not play raids at all. The 3 chest rewards I received were nothing special. 3,000 7-star shards, 10 Paragon crystals, and a small amount of Tier 6 basic. Not worth the stress. The only good thing about raids is a shorter playtime. You get your revives and take your shots at the defender. Once you die, hopefully taking 10% off damage each time, you don't play again until the next day. So, I try to be a positive person when I can. I know my nickname for years, long before the champion was in this game, is Mr. Negative. I'm too critical of Kabam. People have accused me of just being negative for clicks, even though it's just how the algorithm works. I can make 10 positive videos praising Kabam and 1 hopefully justified critical video of them. And because outrage is a machine that spurs the human heart to historic levels of dopamine, the 1 critical video often gets the shares and the comments and the traffic that all 10 of the positive ones do combined. Now that doesn't mean I want to be motivated to make 10 times the negative videos as positive. I'm going to make whatever I feel like making, and I want to make what is representative of the community in the moment. Make no mistake about it. If all the feedback that I received for raids was positive, and everybody was basically saying this is the greatest thing I've ever seen, then I would definitely be talking about that only, unless the perspective changes. But it's been a mix into the channel. Again, I've known people who are in great alliances that are dedicated to raids and destroyed easily all the paths that they needed to without using units. That's the dream. But if you're somebody that has to use units, because 200 units apiece is a lot of units for a ride, it's just going to be not worth it. It's cost-benefit analysis, and the liquid's not worth the squeeze, as some might say. But I did ask him, like, how would you improve this? And so he did send over an additional message that explained the following. Look, it's supposed to be hard content. I get that. I would remove the 10% damage cap, but keep the fight timer. Increase the 100% revives to 3 per day. Remove the block a hit mission from the Thanos Defender. Remove the linked nodes from Ultron. If you make a mistake, you're going to die. If they want you to coordinate fights and work as a team, so be it. But it can't be impossible. It can't be that if one guy doesn't show up, you can't finish. And of course, their response is, yeah, it can. That's the whole reason around our vision. You have to have players that have either all good skill or all enough skill to not be the weak link. I think from that perspective, if I'm in an alliance where everybody but me is easily, or at least somewhat easily, clearing my path in raids, and I'm holding up everybody from finishing, that's going to destroy my confidence, my self-worth. That's going to be horrible for my self-esteem and my mental health, like nothing since when I was back up in Alliance War and couldn't come through years ago, which was sad and embarrassing and made me really question every part of my life. So this is the perspective. Yes, we have just the 2 out of 2 revive. I get it. But this is why so many people hate raids. These discussions. I'm not saying all people hate raids. I'm not saying you can't love raids. I'm not saying you should think or act any way that you are accustomed to not doing. I am just simply passing on information from a summoner that believes, probably accurately, that his frustration is a reflection of a larger percentage of the community that needs a voice. And I am someone who wants to be that voice. Regardless of clicks, it's about community. And I want people to be able to improve a game mode that has potential. Kabam might have struck gold eventually in this, but if the majority of your highest alliances, and again, this is a top 25 Alliance Quest alliance, if these top 25 Alliance Quest alliances are saying, no thanks, I'll stick to regular Alliance Quest, then you've put all this time and money and effort and coding into a mode that not enough people are going to play. So you have to figure out how to re-incentivize your players to play something that they don't like. That's a tough ask, especially in this game. Thanks again, Fultzy24, not 27, 24, for your feedback. I hope that this did your comments justice.